So let's talk a little bit about how can you persuade an officer that you're not a public charge. And I'm not going to do the basic ones, right? I'm not going to say like, oh, look, I make enough money. Well, then that problem wouldn't have come up in the first place. So how can you prove you are not a public charge, that you are going to be able to be a productive citizen in the US and you have enough funding and you won't, become destitute and that you deserve a green card, right? How do you go about doing that? You might be able to say, my grandpa just passed away and I just inherited this money. Right? Or I'm just named as the beneficiary of a particular trust or will from a family member, and this is what I have now, right? My socioeconomic status changed overnight. I'm not going to be destitute anymore. This thing that you worked on for so long finally took off. The YouTube channel that you started years ago, finally, now Google is paying you monthly, and now you have this additional passive income, and that just happened because some of your videos have gone viral. Well, that's a new income stream, right? So show the hard work, the investments, the Beanie Babies that you collected. Finally, now on eBay, somebody, bid it, and it's at a staggering amount, right? So show these things in your life that have monetary value. On the work environment, customer just left a really good review for you on Yelp, on Google, and your supervisor loved it and gave you a promotion, put your plaque up, you're the MVP at the company, and you got a promotion. Before you were barely making enough, now suddenly you're getting more, right? Or a nonprofit that you're volunteering at. Now they're gonna give you a love stipend to cover a lot of your expenses because of all the contributions you have done at this nonprofit organization. Or let's say you won an award, or you just patented your design, right? You created a Lego concept and now Lego wants to award you with something, right? Anything of that nature, media publications, awards, ceremonial events, you got recognized by the mayor, by the senator for some major contribution, and that has direct impact on your finances in some way, shape, or form, right? Your big expense just got obliterated, right? In a sense, in a good way, right? Maybe your children are now graduated and gone off to college and they got a scholarship and you don't have to pay for them anymore and they're working. And so before, expenses were tight, you made it work all these years. Now you don't have to anymore because now you have so much more discretionary income. All of these are examples in which you can talk to the officer to show you are not going to be destitute. You are not going to be a public charge. You've survived in the United States or abroad for so long with so little and able to accomplish so much. And now this event happened and made you in a better place. And there's infinite amount of ways to kind of argue that, especially with this new rule where they're supposed to look at everything, right? So the intent of the final rule is to give the officer a lot more authority to deny everyone based on anything that they can find. Well, reverse that. Since they are supposed to look at everything to make a decision for or against your case, they are not allowed to ignore anything that you present that is of value, that is on record. So when you go to these interviews, when you prepare your case, if you're on the borderline of the public charge rule, do anything to prove your case. Your sponsors, your joint sponsors, the beneficiary, you, everything holistically to show you will not be taking benefits from the government. You will be a plus contributor, positive effect on the community. I could go on and give like 100 more examples, but I think everybody gets the point, right? Your expenses have decreased, your future earning have increased, your value has gone up. That's what I want to share about public charge. I guarantee the denial rates for public charge is going to go up in the United States as well as abroad. We've already seen a lot of National Visa Center denials from different people, and then now they're transferring the case, and we're already redoing a lot of these cases. We've always done it, but now I'm going to see this happen more and more. So I'm recommending practitioners to familiarize themselves with a lot more finance stuff, right? Learn about how investments work, and so CD and stock portfolios and bond portfolios and gold and the subprime markets, being able to master that so that when clients are in a situation, you're able to help them help their case get approved.